Just excited about how the guys played to pick up a big win against Georgia Southern. They got a great ball club, and that was obviously came down to the wire and kind of what everybody expected. It did not disappoint in terms of just how competitive a game it was, how physical a game it was. We made some plays that we needed to make and really got plays in all three phases. And I'm very proud of our defense, how they played the triple option. That's tough to defend, especially with Shy Wirtz having the ball in his hands every snap. I felt like the defense probably played the triple option as good as we've ever played it since we've been here. So with the injuries and the depth issues that we've had, that's saying a lot to be able to go out and play that way. But when number one's on the field, anything can happen, and so it really did come down the wire. I got just a tremendous amount of respect for how that young man plays and what they're doing with him, and just how competitive they are. So we celebrated a little bit, and we move on to a short week with a Friday game against South Alabama, and having to go there to their place, just add some difficulty to that. But our guys are excited and motivated, wanting to find a way to get to number 8, and I know they'll make that difficult. So we've got our work cut out for us.
All right, thank you, Coach. Our first questions come from Luke Matheson with Red Wolf Report. Please go ahead, Luke.
Hey, Blake, you mentioned South Alabama making things difficult, and we've seen in the past where they've been able to win one against you guys. What are the big challenges they're going to present this week?
This is their last game of the year. It's kind of their bowl game, I would assume. You got seniors playing home for the last time. I think they're just a very dangerous football team. Number one, Steve Campbell does a great job. I know their season's been hard, but they've been close in a lot of games too. They've taken guys to overtime. They've been ahead of good teams at halftime. We go in there knowing that we're going to get their very best shot. Well coached and a team that really doesn't have anything to lose, and that makes them extremely dangerous. So we got to have to come off an emotional game, which I think this was, and we've got to kind of re-energize ourselves and go down there and play with emotion again 2 weeks in a row, and that's tough to do on the road.
And we've talked numerous times this year about Omar Bayless. Obviously breaks the Sun Belt record this week. Just once more, your thoughts on him?
We keep talking about him every week because he keeps playing at a really high level every week. He's just consistent. One of the most competitive guys I've ever been around, one of the hardest workers I've ever been around, and you're seeing it on the field. I was excited to see other guys step up. Obviously, Jay Adams had a big game, and that just opens up the field when you really have to cover all three of those guys. Kurt Merritt just plays at a high level every week. But Omar has really earned all the attention that he's received this year by putting in just a tremendous amount of work and being a very unselfish teammate.
Had a couple of guys get dinged up Saturday night, and how's everybody looking going into this week?
Looked like a normal, last game of the regular season. Guys are beat up and sore, but we feel like they'll be able to manage and get through. We didn't lose anybody for the season. We didn't lose anybody that we know for sure won't be able to play. It's just at this point, it's just managing the bumps and bruises and the wear and tear of the season, and we're managing that as best as we can. I would expect that the players that you saw play Saturday, I would expect those guys to play this week and hopefully be even a tad bit healthier than they were.